Yo, what is going on, you search and destroy savages? It's your boy Tupac, and welcome back to another double lag weekend. As you've seen on your screen there, double XP and double weapon XP this weekend, which I'm super not excited about being level 1000. Anyway, what I'm waiting on is a double crypto key weekend, but hey, maybe people will spend less COD points, so better give them less of those. Now, we all know Activision's all about the money, so don't expect to see many double crypto key weekends coming up anytime soon. Anyway, I thought I'd let you guys in on some insight as to why I call it the double lag weekend. For the most part, it's not all that bad, but you can get in some dodgy lobbies, so I thought I'd let you guys in on how to avoid that and why you get in some dodgy lobbies. Well, basically, for the most part, all the games played on this game are going to be on a dedicated server. Like, for some reason, our net in Australia, for the most part, 99% of us don't have good enough net to host this game, which is why there's had to be dedicated servers. And towards the start of the game, there wasn't enough, but they increased the amount. But when double XP comes out, there's so many players online that all the dedicated servers are full, so sometimes you'll find peer-to-peer. Now, I thought I'd let you guys in on how to avoid that. I'll throw some screenshots on your screen right now, just to let you guys in and give an example of how to avoid. So what you're seeing now, at the top right of your screen, there should be an E at the end, and that means you're in a dedicated server. Now, if you find a lobby like this, which has no E in the end, it means it's a peer-to-peer server, so someone's hosted the lobby. And for the most part, that'll either be laggy or lag out. So try avoid them lobbies, and if you see one at the top right, at the end of the number that doesn't contain an E, I'll just leave that lobby, because one, it's 99% of the time going to host migrate and give you a loss. And the other 1% that doesn't host migrate and give you a loss, it will be laggy anyway. So just try avoid them, guys, and your double lag weekend won't be so laggy. Anyway, also in the double XP and double weapon XP, we get to try the DLC, which I'm here to tell you is pretty garbage. Like, I was playing a fair bit of Respawn today. Like, it wasn't too bad if you got constant haters in the air, but if you're playing like on the DLC by yourself, the maps play out pretty slow. Hell, they do look pretty, but that's not all it's about. Like, Splash looks amazing, but it plays out terrible. So my overall opinion on that map is pretty bad. I'd prefer the map play out good and look ugly than like look pretty and just be like a crappy map, which is my opinion on the DLC. I'm not the biggest fan, but tomorrow I'll post my first ever search and destroy match on Splash, which I played today, which I did pretty decent on considering it was my first go. So that will be tomorrow's gameplay. You'll get to see the new, or the old DLC should I say, but new to me. Rumor, which I'm sure all of you guys have heard about because every big YouTuber and their dog have made a video on it, which is Call of Duty Ghosts 2, no. Call of Duty Bloodlines, no. Call of Duty Space. Like, apparently Call of Duty Ghosts 2 is going to be space. Like, I've heard it all now. Like, you guys shouldn't be complaining about copy and paste and how Ghost was terrible, because the biggest rumor going around now is that the next Call of Duty is going to be in space. Like, what the hell is that? Some AW on steroids? Like, forget advanced movement like G-sliding. What's going to be next? Goddamn moonwalking? I hope to God this rumor isn't true, because, like, I don't want to be playing Halo. Like, to begin with, I was all against the advanced movement in Call of Duty. Like, I hated AW, and I found in this game I actually quite liked it, and moving back to slow pace I sort of don't want to do, but like Call of Duty Ghosts in space, I don't want to be too much of a buzzkill, but it doesn't sound too great, but you can't judge a book by its cover, so I can't cry too much just yet. But Call of Duty Ghosts 2 being in space sounds pretty bizarre and pretty insane to me. Now, I'm not one to jump on the bandwagon and start preaching to you guys about the next Call of Duty and the rumours behind it, because that's simply all they are rumours. Like, the rumours have changed that much that I've lost all that credibility, and I've stopped really believing in the leaks that are coming out. The only reason this one is, like, more credible to me than all the other ones so far is the simple fact that Infinity Ward, the studio and developer of Call of Duty Ghosts, made an official tweet on New Year's with the background being a guy on the moon saying Happy New Year's, how are you guys going to celebrate it? Now that the leaks have come out and it's been linked, like Call of Duty Ghosts Space, and now that there's going back to the official tweet, it all sort of makes sense. So that's sort of scary, and like sort of looking towards a Call of Duty Ghost Moon Warfare. Like, I honestly don't really want to see it, but you can't be too much of like a boner kill and being like all salty about it this time, because we haven't played it. You can't really judge a book by its cover. But like, I'm simply hoping Infinity Ward pull their finger out and make a good Call of Duty. Like, if it's in the space, I hope they do a goddamn good job of it. But to be honest, let's hope that it's not in the space. After the community's feedback and everyone hating on Ghost 2, saying it was a copy and paste, I'm sure the studio, when they're deciding on the next Call of Duty, had everything on the table, including space warfare. Like, that could have been easily an option, considering it was created around the same time as Advanced Warfare, and you know how insane that movement was. Like, all the studios are in touch, all of them know what's going on. So Call of Duty Ghosts in the Moon, that's not a too far out there idea, being created around the same time as AW. Like, you can't rule that one off the table. Anyway, back to the gameplay. I am last alive in a 1v5 scenario, 3-3. Am I going to clutch it, or am I going to choke it? That is the real question here. Now, something I put a bit of thought into lately, I think it's time for me to go for this search and destroy nuclear that I've talked about in the past. I don't think this is something that's going to happen overnight, or even a week, maybe even a month, who knows, but I've decided it's time to go for it. Now, I've got 450 friend requests on the PlayStation, which I've honestly been unable to accept, simply due to the fact that of me playing competitive, and like the handful of subscribers I do have on my friends list, I've had trouble with sesh joining, which gives me losses in competitive if someone was to join. So I can't imagine how bad the problem would be if I was to accept 450, but I've decided to do it temporarily just to create a community on PlayStation 4. Now, I reckon the PlayStation community will be the best way for me to interact with subscribers, and also to get parties together to go for this road to nuclear, which I'll start a series on. Anyway, it's getting towards the end of the gameplay. I'm in a 1v1 scenario for the win. It's 3-3. Did I choke? Is he going to turn on me? I clutch up and end up with, I think, 24 kills and 3 deaths, which is a bit of a carry and what's expected to get a win on Black Ops 3. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, remember to smack that like button, and if you're not subscribed, hit that one too. Thanks again, guys.